Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Taken in part exchange, here we have a Mazda 3 2-litre SE Nav Fastback. Now, Fastback in the Mazda world means a 4-door booted car, which makes this car very, very rare indeed. Now, as I walk you around the car, I just want to give you a bit of background on the vehicle, where it's come from, etc, etc. Now, we actually sold this car from when it was new, all right, took it back in part exchange and sold it to the second owner, a lady that lives very local to here, in fact, and she's very happy with the brand, very happy with the service she gets here, and she's gone for something different, CX3, for you curious ones out there. Now, this has got a 2-litre engine, it's manual, and the road tax is £30. So that gives you an idea of how fuel efficient this car is. Now, you're probably wondering, Mazda, why are they like Mazda 3's 2-litre, the CX3's 2-litre? It's almost the smallest engine we do, bar the engines we do in the Mazda, the Mazda 2s. Now, a lot of manufacturers, you will have noticed, have gone for smaller engines with turbos to get power out of them. They tend to be 3-cylinder engines. You see this with like the Fords, the Nissans, etc. Now, nothing wrong, because we do sell those cars as a part of our used car offering, but I much prefer a 4-cylinder car, naturally aspirated, so there's no turbos and complicated things like that that add extra stress and complications to the engine. So Mazda made a larger engine but made it more fuel efficient. So being so fuel efficient equates to £30 road tax. I think the grams per kilometre are 119 grams of CO2. So if you're a company car driver, it'll also benefit you in the benefit in kind. Now, most of these, the majority of these are 5-door. If you visited North America, Canada recently, you'll see the Mazda 3s. In fact, I've never seen a hatchback model in America. It's always been the fastback or the saloon, like I call them. Now, let me show you in the boot, whilst I keep mentioning the boot. Now, look at the size of that. Enormous. Now, I prefer a booted car. I think they're slightly quieter. And if you've got anything valuable in the back, I just feel it's a bit more secure. There is a space for a spare wheel, should you require one. But as standard, you'll get an inflation kit, which we can explain how you use. Now, you can fold the seats down by pulling these levers here, and you've got a 60-40 split rear seat. So I don't know, I just think it looks a lot more handsome as a booted car, but that's personal preference, of course. Now, the alloys are all in very good condition indeed. Now, this car has got a full service history, which I'll share with you when we get in the vehicle. Now, we're yet to clean the vehicle, but we shall do this probably today, but it's in really lovely condition. Now, the lady that owned it before, I say she's had a few cars. I can't remember if she's had 2 or 3 of us now, so do excuse me if you're watching the video. This is definitely your second, but I've got a feeling it's your third. But all really lovely indeed. And it smells as they smell coming out of the factory, so no unpleasant smells. Electric windows, mirrors, height adjustable seat. And this steering wheel, it's like new. That's the first thing I noticed about this car, actually, when I got in it, is the steering wheel is it's in exceptional condition. Right, we have 2 keys with the car. You put your foot on the clutch and press this button. The car fires into life. So there's the mileage. Look at the mileage, 22,758 miles. Now I'm going to share the service history with you. So here we go. So at 7 miles in July 2016, we did the PDI, the pre-delivery inspection. That's when the car comes off the transporter, and we've just got to make sure all the nuts and bolts, etc. Are done up, fluids, check the fluids, etc. Then the car was serviced a year later, at 3520 miles. All right. Then we've got here a year after that at 5898. Notice they're all TW White and Sons here at Orpington. 8873 13498. So it's been done every year. In fact, I think we sold it probably in 2019, I think. Yeah. Again, that's to the previous owner. And look at this, we only serviced it in June at 22157. So this car is ready to go. But we'll still put it through the workshop. The registration date is the 30th of July. This car would have had a manufacturer's warranty to 2019. Then we would have extended it, and we shall do that again now for the new owner. So it'll have a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which is one of those warranties that is worth the paper they're printed on. The claim limit is the value of the car. It comes with a comprehensive roadside assistance package that will collect you from home, that will cover passengers. Not one of these complimentary bare bones covers, which will just leave you feeling rather frustrated and forced into upgrading the package for it to be any good. I think that's the whole idea behind them. You've got air conditioning, and I have used that today because it says it's 23 degrees here in Orpington, but it does feel very humid. So I had the air conditioning on. All right, and it's all very good indeed. CD player, you've got a 6-speed gearbox that helps with fuel efficiency, and these are extremely fuel efficient. You'll get well into the 40s to the gallon. Now you'll probably say, oh well, this car says it does this and whatnot. That's a real world figure. The official figure will be a lot higher. That's a realistic figure that I've got from these vehicles. Here you can adjust radio station, seeking, trip computer, volume, voice control. You can answer, decline a call here. You've got up, down, in and out on the steering column. Traction control, tyre pressure monitoring system. So that little symbol will flag up on the dash should your tyre pressures deviate 4 psi or more. And you've got an intelligent engine stop-start system that when the car is stationary and you're out of gear with your foot on the brake, it'll switch the engine off to ultimately be better for the environment, but it will also be better on your pocket. And with fuel prices these days, you really, I think everyone's conscious of that. So you've got an app page here, MPG, etc., maintenance. Now you can upgrade this to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it would appear there. It's a £250 plus VAT cost to us, which we're happy to pass over to anyone that wants to upgrade this. You've got DAB radio, FM, AM, AHA Stitcher internet channels, plus the USBs, which live here. You've got 2 USBs, will charge and read data. Okay. For those of you who are not familiar with DAB, I'd imagine most people are. You'll just get a vast selection of channels, sister channels. So you get like Capital Extra or Mellow Magic or Absolute 80s, Absolute 70s. So there's something for everyone. Communication, so once your phone is paired up via the Bluetooth, you can pair up multiple phones. You can access your call lists. If you have an Android phone, it'll also read your text messages to you. The sat nav is very comprehensive, even to today's standards. This sat nav system was used in the CX-5 up till about a year ago. You go to town, you put your postcode in, and off you go. Okay. It's also got useful things. Now, what's very topical is fuel. And look, it will give me the fuel, the garages, Merco, still calls the BP a Merco for some strange reason. I know it's changed hand. No, Texaco, sorry. It's changed companies quite a few times. It will tell you the direction and the distance. Now you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is connected to the internet, and it will sometimes, not always, sometimes show fuel prices, because there's a big range of fuel prices I've noticed at the moment. So that's, I would say, a very useful feature. And you'll also get live traffic updates by doing that as well. In your settings here, display settings, you can turn this off, you can turn it off and display the clock, and whatnot. Safety settings, the car's got traction control, ABS brakes, as you can imagine. There's also a camera up here with smart city brake support. So SCBS is sometimes known as, and what that will do, I'll explain a scenario. So you're in traffic, it's a hot day, your stop, start, you know, you're getting bored, you look out the window because you're trying to amuse yourself, and you get too close to the car in front. Your car's rolling, for example. If you're doing under 20 miles an hour, the car's rolling, there's no input from the driver, so you're not turning, braking, accelerating. You get too close to the car object in front, camera will pick that up and the car will apply its brakes. Okay, now this is a scenario which is quite common for accidents to occur, and because of this, insurance companies do like this feature on cars, because you're less likely to have an accident. And where statistically accidents happen in that scenario, it saves them money, which they can pass on to the consumer. Okay, sound system. The sound system's great. Some of these models, the sport models, have Bose systems, but these are fantastic anyway. Okay, the clock's GPS synced. Can't get more accurate than that. And you got some door locking features. So, for example, if you unlock the door and you didn't get in, you would lock after 30 seconds. You can change the times there. Lighting, so you've got like coming home lights, leaving home lights to give you safe passage at night. Network management there. You can change, you know, Fahrenheit, Celsius, miles, kilometers. Okay, so it's a very well equipped car, very economical, low running costs. I think that's what we're all looking for these days. £30 road tax is just superb. I do like that. I know there's not much between 30 and 165, but it's a tank of fuel, or maybe a little bit more than that on a car like this. The rarity of this car, I know there's people out there that will just be looking for a fastback Mazda 3. I don't think there's many out there, and this is a particularly good one with an excellent service history. The warranty we've explained. We've got great finance facilities. We've got the facility to extend warranties, all the dealer facilities, delivery options, online consultation, video walkarounds, etc., etc. Should there be any further information, photos, videos that you would like to know about this car, please do not hesitate to ask. Now, no matter how silly they may be, there's no such thing as a silly question. We are here to help, and we're here to help at any time of day. So if it's out of our usual business hours, leave us a voicemail, send us an email, or live chat, and we will come back to you. Okay. Now, I want to just mention something on part exchange, or emphasize something. We want your part exchange. So there's lots of adverts out there on the radio, all these companies competing against each other, heavily advertising, wanting cars, giving you the idea that you'll get a better deal, etc., by selling your car to them. Please do go on their websites, use that as an evaluation tool, and then get in touch with us. No matter what you have, Mazda, Suzuki, Mercedes, BMW, whatever it is, we want your car, and you'll get the best deal with your car. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.